Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm gonna say my thoughts on this new season, FORTNITE GALACTIC BATTLE, because I could make a video on the new update, or I could just make a video on the new season because I haven't did that. But I feel like everybody knows the season now, like guns and stuff. So I'm just gonna say my thoughts, what I don't like about it, what I do like about the season. So yeah, so I do like this season. This season is pretty good, and the first thing I want to say that I like about the season is the new vehicles, the different vehicles. So I like it because for almost literally every season ever since let's say chapter 5, we haven't really gotten a new or a really cool vehicle. It's just been mostly cars, and there's no originality behind any vehicles anymore. But yeah, so with this season we have the new TIE fighters and X-wings, and these are the first flying vehicles in a very long time. See that right over there, which I really like because we haven't had it in a long time, and it's something new other than cars this time, which I really like. So yeah, and it's like a different way to get around the map, and I like it more than cars. And I'm falling down now. I said to have weapons. So yeah, I do like that. I do like it about this season. Also, something new in literally this update is the AI Darth Vader. I like that, and it might be a little bit controversial, but I really do like you being able to talk to Darth Vader, because the NPCs what we have now, which you can hire, is kind of limited. So you can't say what you want to say, or it doesn't do what you want to do. And now being able to talk to it, you can have really cool interactions with different NPCs, which I think is a really cool concept, and I feel like could be implemented in more NPCs in the future. And the NPCs are still kind of dumb, they still act dumb. So if you're building or something and they're trapped in your build, they'll just pickaxe out, and people don't like that. So yeah, so they could improve on that, but it's actually a really good feature for the NPCs in Fortnite. Third thing I want to say is I do like the POIs. The POIs, I really like the season. I don't like their positions, but I'll get onto that later. I do like how they're all different and unique, because they look really cool, and they have they're really different from one another. They're not the same bland POI, just copy and pasted on the four corners of the map. In some seasons you can have just really boring POIs to make the game less fun, which people don't really like. But yeah, now onto the bad stuff. What I don't like about this season is the removal of ammo, because if you look on the bottom right corner, it's just infinite ammo. If I check my inventory, 0 ammo, and I think that's a little bit of an issue, because people can just spray and it gets really annoying. And you if you're just trying to build, they just spray you, and they have a cooldown, yes, but it's a pretty quick cooldown, and they never run out of bullets. So yeah, they never run out. But with mats you can, so they can just burn through your mats, and they still have a lot of ammo left, and they can just fry you when you run out of mats. And I mean, I don't have a big issue with the removal of ammo, but it's just the spraying aspect that is annoying. And Yeah, and I feel like the shotguns this season, I don't like. I don't like the meta of this season, but it's not the best. It's not my favorite meta of this chapter, because it just has no ammo. The weapons, like, they're very hard to remember, by the way. See, this is the CR2 blaster. I'm never gonna remember that. But yeah, and I just find it like really annoying. Shotguns, I feel like a little bit underpowered, and the SMG is also really like fast. I have it right here, and this is a new shotgun as well. So yeah. But the ARs I think are fine, and I think making the red dot projectile, I feel like that was a good decision on Epic's part, because red dots, like, literally every single season that they have red dots in them, everybody just uses the red dot, and nobody uses the you know, just without the red dot, and just yeah. And so making a projectile this season I think was a good change, so that like all the ARs are used equally. So yeah. Now the second thing is the lightsabers. I do like the lightsabers, but the abilities are just, it's really unbalanced. So we got the force pull, the push force, the lightning, and the rocks, and I think that is it, I believe. And like, I feel like they're just gimmicks, but then some can actually be useful, like the pull and push. So if you want to get out of a fight, you just push them away, or if you want to get into a fight, you just pull them. But the rocks I find a gimmick, but I think they're still useful. But the lightning I feel like is the most gimmicky. Like you just rather take one over the other. But if you want to like be a memeable or whatever, you just want to be doing memes, then the lightning, you obviously like use lightning and stuff. But in real games, I feel like force pull or push are the most practical. Epic should like balance them more and have more balance and use out of all the lightsabers, and not like one just is used the most. And then on to the final and third thing is, I'd say the POIs. And the POIs, yes, I did compliment them and stuff about how they're all unique, but their placing is really bad. You could have picked any POI to just evolve from last season and just put one of the new POIs there, but for some reason they put them in the four corners of the map. For some reason the storm comes really fast, like when you're looting and you don't have any time to loot ups. Yeah, this new shotgun has a really long cooldown, but does a lot of damage. So yeah, I did not hear him that good there. See what I mean? Like, you can just spray them, and there's only a cooldown, and you just don't run out of ammo. Yeah, so the location, like the POI placement, I just don't like, because like, why are they on the four corners of the map? It just makes it harder to loot. And there's someone on me. Yeah, it just makes it harder to loot because the storm just comes so fast. Like, this guy has Darth Vader. Yeah, Darth Vader, he like talks to you. You can talk to him if you have a mic. Oh my goodness. What happened? Okay, anyways. I don't know why they chose those places. They could have like picked Foxy Floodgate or like anything else, but they decided to put it in the corners, and every season everybody just goes to the nuclear wires. So everybody will just be on the four corners and nobody will be in the middle. So if you're just landing in the middle, you're not going to find anyone to fight. The game will just be really boring for you. So yeah. I think it's got life here. Okay. This guy is not building. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. But let's just try and win this game then. I don't have any problems with this season, but it's just those nitpicks that are kind of frustrating. Like, you know, just having to land in, like, you have to rotate a lot when you land on like one of the four corners. But I will say the POIs in this season are really cool, and I feel like the most unique. And like if next season doesn't introduce any good POIs, I feel like the POIs like this season would be really good to land at, because I've got a lot of chests. And oh crap, next one. But yeah, I just like the POIs are the most unique I've ever seen, and we finally have a desert POI. It's been so long since we've had a desert, like since chapter 3. So I'm glad that desert's back and stuff. So yeah. See, like you can people can just spam with these vehicles. That's another thing I hate. I do like flying vehicles again, but it gets to a point where it's just too spammy, which is really annoying. And like they just stay up there. See, they're not coming down. They're just flying. So yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is the new weapon or old weapon, unpelted weapon, Rookie Bowcaster, which I don't think is that good. So I'm gonna leave that. But yeah, I do like this season. I think it's solid so far, and I think the updates ahead in the future will make this season a little bit better. And yeah, also another thing is there's barely any mobility. And the lightsaber abilities are like, there's only like maybe like 7 that spawn, so you won't be able to get the double jump. So yeah, I can't double jump because I didn't get the force ability, which I think is kind of annoying. Like if you just kill someone with the lightsaber and you just, yeah, you have like no advantage. So you don't get like the double jump and the faster sprint and stuff, which is kind of sad. And like there's just shockwaves and that's it. Crap. Ooh, that's one thing. Actually, I don't need to farm up. Whoa. I think that was the new shotgun, because that shotgun does a lot of damage. But yeah, that's the end of this video, I guess. And subscribe, and hopefully the things I said that I don't like about this season get improved. And subscribe.